Hey there, neighbors. This is Anarchy in the 603. Welcome back to the channel. It's postcards from your friendly neighborhood anarchist. You know the deal. Nobody's favorite. Production quality free, unedited garbage straight from my head, from wherever I am to wherever you are right now, currently in the backyard. And today I want to talk about a few things. One of them being, I mentioned before that I am working toward my disability fight. I was born with a genetic disorder called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And as a result, I have the superpowers of the world's lamest X-Man. Hyper flexible, but at the same time, I'm also falling the hell apart inside and out. And even only at 46 years old, I have a lot of degenerative osteoarthritis and nerve pain and other things going on. Anyway, I have a hearing coming up soon for my disability fight that's been ongoing for the last almost 4 years. And I'm terrified, you guys. I'm not sure right now, with all the firings that are going on, if there'll even be a social security for me to get. And that's a terrifying thing. Like, I put into this system. I have been working since I was 11 off books with my dad, but since I was 16 years old, like continually my whole life up until my disability. And that's where I want to segue into the other thought I've been having. And that's about institutional knowledge and wisdom. Like, before my disability, I worked for New Hampshire DHHS, okay? The Division of Health and Human Services. And we administered SNAP and Medicaid and aid to the permanently and totally disabled, among other things, to the citizens of the state of New Hampshire who were qualified for that, and also to take in the paperwork and detect fraud and all of that stuff, right? SNAP, FYI, despite being the largest of the social safety net programs serving millions of Americans, has less than 1% fraud rate, just so you know. And they do aggressively hunt for that. But the upthrust of all of this is, in the 6 years that I worked there, one thing that I understood the value of was deep institutional knowledge. Like, in my office, we had people that would work there, 10, 15, 20, 25 years of their lives. Didn't matter what administration they were working under, regardless of the governor, regardless of the president. They were there to do their jobs for the citizens of the state. And that's how I see the people who've been working, these public servants who've been working for the government, who have been all getting fired. These people are nonpartisan. These people are just there to do their fucking job. And the thing is, the bureaucracy that drives the cogs of the great governmental machines, they have, it took me 6 months of training, like, just to be able to touch cases without someone shadowing me continually over my shoulder. It was almost 2 years of a probationary period of learning my job inside and out. The first year was like the first hardcore probationary period. The second year was more of a a secondary stage probation, in a way, of learning. And when somebody retired, and we would have, maybe 1 to 3 retirements per year, but the ripple effect of losing that decades worth of knowledge, that deep institutional knowledge of why this rule is here, why this rule works the way it does, why this program is administered the way it is, the ins, the outs, the everything. That's gone as soon as they're retired. And right now, we have hundreds of thousands of people across. Right now, there are millions of acres of public parkland, Yosemite, and Yellowstone, that has currently the board of directors for that actually oversees all those millions of acres of parkland. Three people to oversee some of our biggest and most popular national parks in the land. Like, I just found that out before I started this video, and it's like, how much institutional knowledge did they carve away overnight? The people who take charge of our nuclear warheads, our nuclear stock, the administration fired all of them pretty much, and then realized what this department does and how important that it is, that, all of a sudden now we have nobody watching over our nuclear warheads. They've been scrambling to rehire them. But a lot of these people, again, they've been working here for like over a decade or more, right? They aren't expecting to be let go, and they haven't updated their contact information in a hot minute. And guess what? They have been unable to contact a bunch of these people who were in charge of our nuclear warheads, because they don't have their contact information up to date. And now they can't get these people hired back on. And even if you can contact these people, are they actually gonna jump back on? Maybe for the good of the people, for the security of our nation. I fucking hope so. But would you feel comfortable going back to a job where you were just so callously and precariously fired without the actual legal actions that you're supposed to take to do this sort of process? I don't fucking think so. I cannot tell you how many decades it is going to take to rebuild the institutional knowledge that we have just lost in the last 3-4 weeks. But I guarantee you it's going to be at least 20 years. I hope at least some of y'all are ready, because I know I sure as fuck am not. And I highly doubt that a lot of other people are. Y'all, I'm trying so hard not to feel hopeless and despairing every day. But, there is still hope out there. There are people still fighting. The rumbles of protest are getting louder, even though you don't see it in the news, because, again, as I've said before in videos, the money is controlling the media that you consume, and it is very difficult to break through the propaganda echo chamber to actually hear and see what's going on around you. But I don't know, man. I'm trailing off here because I don't know what to say, but I just hope that we can all pull together, because the ripple effects of what's going on right now are going to be felt for a really long time, and we're going to need each other more than ever. Anyway, this has been Anarchy in the 603. Another postcard from your friendly neighborhood anarchist. Hope a few of y'all tune in, and hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. As for me, I'm out.